I have a auto collision shop here in San Antonio, Texas, and we gross $2 million a month annually. I'm sorry, $2 million a year annually. We have 7 team members, and we have great margins. We're doing very well currently, but my worry is if I should continue to invest in my industry and move forward. You know, cars are advancing so rapidly. They're self-avoiding. Cars just aren't crashing as much as they used to. Insurance claim rates are decreasing. And in 5 years, I don't know where we will be. And it really worries me. I don't know if I should continue to invest and grow my business.
Interesting. I never thought of that. Okay. Well, here's the thing. When I'm looking at something like that, what happens to me is I can extrapolate into the future with a drama queen in my head and turn something into a catastrophe that's not really going to be that. So what I've learned to do to avoid the drama queen thing in my life, and I don't know if you do that or not, but is I have to do what Dr. John Deloney talks about. He says facts are your friends. So the facts are that car collision avoidance is very real. That's a fact, okay? So what you said there's no question about that. The question is, what are the facts on how it's impacted your business so far, okay? And so, you know, how long have you been in business?
Since 2020.
Okay, so we can go back 5 years and trend line this, plus or minus the COVID effect in the first year. Who the crap knows what that was? But down into once we got back to a sense of normalcy, then, you know, 21, 22, 23, 24, have we seen a steady increase in the collision avoidance technology causing car accidents, causing your business to go down? So has your business have you actually lost business yet?
Dave, it's quite phenomenal. 21, 22, and 20, the beginning of 23, auto collision was booming. It was it was fantastic. We were having record-breaking months, and everyone was busy. Everyone was happy. And then at the end of 2024, come around the April, it just tanked. We were doing roughly $200,000 a month in sales, and then just about 120, 130. I mean, it wasn't just my shop. It's all of San Antonio took a dive. I'm in a lot of groups nationally, like on the Facebook page with other body shop owners, and I attend a lot of meetings nationally with other body shop owners, and it's everywhere. It's just our volume has dropped.
It's not logical that is collision avoidance, that happens in a 1 month period of time. It goes to 50. It goes to 50%, or you lose 40% of your business in 1 month. Suddenly, something activated on all of America's cars. So, I mean, I could see this trending over a 4 or a 5 year period of time, but not a 5 day period of time. I'm not buying that. Something else is happening in the marketplace.
Yes, sir. So a lot of my colleagues are saying it's collision avoidance, or other known as ADAS systems. But some people are saying it is the election year. It's this and it's that. But for the better part of 9 months, there's shops closing left and right. I mean, it's just we're thankful that we don't have much debt. I've been listening to you for years, and I really think that you have saved me from getting out of debt, and that's why I'm able to stay in business. However, a lot of my...
But let's talk about it a second, okay? It cannot be, again, mathematically, in that short a period of time, there's not 40% of the automobiles on the road did not suddenly, in a 4 month period of time, get collision avoidance that didn't have it before. So, this is a technology on newer vehicles, and as the older vehicles age out and the new ones with this technology on it come in, it should have a negative impact. Now, that makes sense gradually. An example in my world or in another world that also relates is, what if you were selling cassette tapes and everybody started buying DVDs? Well, you still have some old cars that had cassette tapes in them for a while. It wouldn't be like in 1 month, all of America did the conversion from cassette tapes to DVDs. But over a period of 2 or 3 years, cassette tapes went out and DVDs went out into cars, okay? And in general went away, right? So it's a technology that replaced. And you could go yet again and say AM radio. The new vehicles, a lot of them don't have AM radio in them because everybody's using Apple CarPlay or whatever, or some kind of a Wi-Fi or a Bluetooth connection for your entertainment in my world, in the broadcast world, right? You want to put Spotify on instead of necessarily listening to an AM radio station, and that's causing an effect. And so if you were in that world, the effect of that, but it's not instantaneous. There's still a lot of cars that are 15 years old, 10 years old, 8 years old that have an AM radio in them, but a brand new one, you probably don't have anything in it to amount to anything. You certainly don't have a DVD player hardly anymore, or a CD player. So anyway, that's an example. It should be a gradual, at the most over a 2 or a 3 year period of time, not over a 2 or 3 month period of time. So something else is affecting your market other than this, and the drama queens are blaming it on this. Now, long term, a 2 or 3 year period of time, you may see some trends that you can blame on this and say, all right, I've got to figure out how to work on those systems because they're going to be coming in and nobody else is going to be left to work on those systems, the collision avoidance systems. And you're going to have to get the technology in your shop to repair those things when they come in, because they are still going to get hit regardless of what. There's not going to be a bubble on these cars, period. I mean, is it going to reduce accidents? Well, that would be wonderful for humanity and horrible for your business. So anyway, I think there's something else going on. And I think you're seeing some normal economic shifts. Some of it might be due to an election. Some of it might be due to some of the policies coming out of D.C. or something like that. People might be sitting and waiting. There may be different ways the insurance companies are addressing these things. That could be in the marketplace. But it cannot be blamed because of the sudden drop-off on only this technology. And so I'm not going to let this technology drive me out of the business yet. But I am going to watch it and say, what have I got to diversify into over a 5-year, a 10-year horizon? Because this is on the way. It is going to have an impact long term. Cassettes are going out of business long term. But in the near term, I can still sell cassettes. And that's what I'm looking at.